We could carry on showing you the scenery and just keep going on about how stunning it is, because it is, but that'd get a bit boring for you. We're just saying it's some of it reminds us of the Lake District, some of the passes, and then some of it reminds us when we were on the NC 500 years back. It's definitely, as we've said earlier, very different from other parts that we've travelled on already of the island, isn't it?
It is, and I'm surprised. I thought this would be, with so many locks and things, I thought it was more low level.
Yeah. I mean, we passed through some of the highlands of Scotland that haven't been as stunning as this.
No. A bit more barren, haven't they?
Yeah. They are trying to encourage people to move to the islands because people leave and just don't come back. And we've come full circle now. We're almost at the end of the circular route.
Yeah, we said that we were going on a circuit, didn't we?
Yeah. I've just seen the boat down there where we drove into the harbour before and had to turn around. So this is leading us back to the main road now. We were saying you have to, don't know, we just saw a young woman and a toddler, and you wonder, you can see why some people want to leave when they're late teens, early 20s, but you can also see why.
Oh, look at that.
It's a lovely old boat. It's not seen water for a while, has it? Or not sailed for a while. You can also see why other people, if they're of the right mindset, want to stay.
Yeah.
When you see some of the scenery and you've got those views. But again, it's like everything, it takes all sorts, doesn't it? And I suppose, like anywhere else, you don't learn to appreciate it until you've left. So they probably just take it all for granted. And certainly higher hills and peaks than I expected.
And that is
the circular route
around this part.
With a nice stop off at the beach, and there's the doctor's surgery. Langabart Medical Practice. Oh, we've come to Uig Community Heritage Centre.
This is Leif Erikson, who was the first recorded European to set foot on American shores. According to the saga of Eric the Red, in the year 1000, Leif the Lucky, who had been born in Iceland, sailed from his home in Greenland to Trondheim, Norway. And along the way he visited the Outer Hebrides. Later he made his historic journey to Vinland in North America.
We've really come for a coffee as much as anything. We have got the Lewis Chessmen as well. I don't know if there's any history of those here. That's something that we do need to tell you about. See, we can be good. We've got coffees and one bit of cake and we're sharing it. We aren't gluttons all the time, are we, Keith?
We're not.
Just most of the time.
We're now on the Isle of Lewis, and this is sort of the Uig area. We've done that bit, we did the circular bit of that. And we'll come back to here. And we're going to go up to Arid at the top and back. And this is another nice beach And the plan is, or was, I don't know whether we're going to still do it, to come down here, just because it's a drive and beaches and coastal paths. And then we have to come back to the main road again to come back down here.
Okay.
But most of them were farmers, craftspeople, fishermen, hunters, you know. Hello.
Hello.
Are you coming in?
Yes, please. Can we have,
Okay, oh, so I'm giving you a spiel about picking things up.
can we have 2, please?
2.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I've no less than that.
You're okay at the moment.
What's another northern accent?
It is.
Uh, 14, that's right.
Where's that accent from?
Let me just record your visit, otherwise I'll forget. I've lost my pen. There we go.
Thank you.
So that's £14 change.
You can have it.
It's wrong person.
No, it's not. I paid you. You got the change.
Thank you.
Right, I don't know if you heard the spiel, but
No.
feel free to pick things up.
Right,
Right.
thank you.
But just be aware that in that box there are tools round the corner
Right.
and more, and there's a battle axe in the corner.
Right.
Which could do you, me, and anybody else a load of damage.
That's,
Okay?
is that a promise?
No. If you get fed up, there's a dressing up rack.
All right.
Okay, and there's a shop.
So where's your accent from?
Bradford in West Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Proper northern accent.
Well, the wrong side of the Pennines, but
Oh,
yeah.
Are you Lancastrians?
Yeah.
Oh, my mother.
I'm not. I'm Derbyshire, me.
My mother-in-law was a Lancastrian, but we didn't talk about that.
I'm about a mile from the Yorkshire Sculpture Park.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got to
Yeah.
go there at some point.
Yeah.
So,
2, please.
2.
So
We've got one of them.
Where were the chessmen? Down.
I'll show you. 1 second.
Thank you.
Where do you want the head?
Just give me £10 more.
Tenner, yeah.
Is it heavy?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So that's £4 change. I'll show you that first.
Nice.
We want to go with that gentleman because he's going to show where the chessmen were found.
Right. That's a Doyle Beach over there.
Right.
And on the far shore from here,
Yeah.
there used to be a farm, or more like a little croft called Penny
Sorry.
Garden,
Right.
which don't
I'm
exist
listening.
anymore.
Yeah.
And the chess pieces were found somewhere on the shore
Well,
in the dunes.
right.
Have you been to the beach?
No, we haven't.
Well,
been
you must
there.
go,
Yeah.
and you've got to keep your eyes open. And if you find another piece, you bring it straight back here.
Yeah. And so can I just ask you, if we do that, do we get free admission for life?
Oh yes.
Okay, that's
Or,
fine.
or you sell it to the Americans and they'll love you forever.
Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, that's fine.
Filming me.
Yeah. Well, your voice. I'm filming over there.
So they were found over there in what's called a little cyst, which was probably a stone-lined little chamber, probably with some sort of roof, which over time got covered by the dunes.
Yeah.
And it depends then on which story you believe. The one that I know about, and seems to be repeated more, is that a cow decided it needed a beach holiday, and it went down the dunes and put its foot through this
Right.
cyst. Farmer comes out,
Rescue.
explores to rescue the damn stupid cow, and found the chess pieces, which he ran off to his wife, told him, she says, this, because they thought they were fairies or goblins, or
So what year are we talking about?
1853 roughly.
Okay.
His wife had a bit more gumption than he did, and she said, go and fetch them all back up here, and they put them in their barn to display them.
Right.
And people from the locality came to see them, but again, they were quite convinced they were either pixies or fairies, or you know. And then antiquarians and some unscrupulous traders in Stornoway heard about them, and eventually they ended up in the Scottish Antiquarian Society on the mainland. And now there's a few in the National Museum of Scotland in Edinburgh. There's 6 up in Lewes Castle grounds on loan. We don't own them. And the majority are in the British Museum.
So how many have you actually been found?
Enough for about almost 4 sets.
Oh wow.
But there are still apparently some missing or not there. Now, it's quite likely.
Can we come through?
Of course you can. You go into the museum.
Yes.
Well, I'll be with you. You start looking. I'll be with you in a minute. Take money off you.
Okay.
It's quite likely, in the machinations of what happened to them when they were first discovered, that some were either pilfered or flogged off privately or whatever.
There are some in private collections in America, aren't there?
Allegedly.
One.
One, right.
There was one found in Edinburgh it's probably about 3 years ago now. It was in the drawer of an antique dealer. And he died, and the family were clearing the house and all the rest of it. Found this piece in the back of a drawer. And the assumption is that he chucked it in the back of the drawer because he thought it was a resin copy. The family took it to either one of the big auction houses, Sotheby's, Christie's or something, or the British Museum, who were having a sort of free valuation time. And I wish I'd have been a fly on the wall when they took this piece, because the person who received it immediately sent for the main curator of that era. And he took one look and he said, "This is a genuine, real one." Went to auction and was sold for £700,000.
Wow.
And I think it is, as you say, in a private collection. So that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very
Thank you.
interesting. Thank you.
We're your best friends, so if you find it, share it.
We solve our financial problems for the next 100 years.
So where is it now?
We're a Carnish, so you're not quite that far.
So we need to count what
You can hear the wind whistling. Oh, my eyes have gone now.
My eyes are gone because I've been looking into the sun.
How old are they now?
So this is
Youngest is 8.
it's an exhibition of local Uig life, really, isn't it, this museum? So we've got shoemakers, blacksmiths,
Dairyman.
math is that the math teacher? And some lovely old photographs of. This is showing natural dyes for dyeing wool. And what they used onion skins with alum mordant. I don't know what that is. You will, you're a science teacher.
Well, alum's a chemical, I don't know.
Onion skins with chrome mordant. Onion skins with iron mordant. All onion. Oh no,
It's
onion
colour,
skins.
isn't it?
Yeah, onion skins with tin mordant, and then we've got nettle with alum mordant, nettle with iron, iris bulb with alum mordant, and iris. They use quite a lot of different
Herbs and
stuff, didn't they?
botanicals, yeah.
And more. Using heathers, crotal. I don't know what crotal with urine mordant. So it must be like a juice, is it?
Dye was favoured dye in Uig was crotal,
Right.
which is a grey crusty lichen, which is down there. And they use that to dye the wool.
I can't remember whether we mentioned when we were at Neep, the Neep boats, but this is a Neep boat. Islanders have always lived off the sea. When land and other resources were scarce, the fishing was plentiful and provided for the people. And an early method of catching fish was a carade, a tidal fish trap. And rock fishing with long bamboo rods at certain times of the year provided a ready supply of cuddies, saithe, and other species.
Used that something similar to one of these. So all the times tables, measures.
Now I think
What?
I think I've seen this one somewhere in the family.
Metric tables, yeah.
I'm sure I've seen that book somewhere in my younger years.
You haven't seen that one?
No. And this is an Eriskay fisherman's gansey that Keith was just touching, which is a knitted woolen pullover traditionally worn by fishermen since the 1800s and possibly earlier. So the gentleman was just talking about the chess pieces. This is them. The 12th century Lewis chess pieces have been described as the outstanding ancient chessmen of the world. They form the largest and finest group of early European chess pieces to have survived. They were found in sand dunes above the shores of Uig Bay on the west coast of Lewis, along with a belt buckle and a number of gaming pieces. 93 objects are known today in museum collections, 78 chess pieces, 14 gaming pieces and 1 belt buckle. And the chess pieces appear to make up the remains of at least 4 original sets.
And this is a replica skull of a skeleton uncovered by erosion at Neep Headland in 1992. That's fairly recent then, isn't it?
Radiocarbon dated to about 3,600 years ago.
The standing stones at Caladis, which is where we were earlier, are really in Uig, which once stretched as far north as Carloway.
This is a peat creel for carrying peats or seaweed, usually made with willow with a coir rope as a harness. We've actually got a story to tell you about peat cutting. When we get back to the van, we'll tell you about that. It's saying several Uig men joined the Hudson's Bay Company, which was founded in 1670 by King Charles to exploit the natural resources of the North American colonies. Men from Lewis were recruited as they were found to be very hardy and able to carry on in the severe works of trading, and more capable of making friends with the Indians than any other group of people. Some married and stayed on in Canada, while others returned. And copies of what the chess pieces look like. They are very intricate, aren't they, the chess pieces?
They are.
I've never been taught chess.
It's a shame.
Why? Is it too late to learn?
Probably not. Have a roll-up map board.
These are Lewis chess pieces that are in the British Museum. This shows the Viking routes over to the islands. You've got Norway and Sweden. Here's Scotland and Ireland. So they came from Norway, Denmark,
Finland.
and these are Scotland here, where the Vikings went. Ireland, then on to Iceland and Greenland. So the head we saw around here.
This is the reconstruction of the head from the skull, bringing it depth.
And it's saying of particular interest was evidence of extensive injuries to the right side of his face, especially a bad fracture of the cheekbone. The injuries were probably caused by a severe blow. They'd healed, but would have left scarring. And the man would have suffered from restricted jaw movement, dental problems and discomfort for the remainder of his life. In view of these features, it was decided to use the skull to produce a facial likeness of the man. It's been done. So I've just come back and you can see the scarring there. Interesting little museum.
Yes.
I was telling our dear viewer while we're in there, they've got a story to tell about peat cutting, haven't we? But you're better at telling stories than me.
What, last night?
Last night, yeah.
Well, we parked up, as you saw, near the sheep pens, and then another car pulled up. And look, a lad got out with...
Only youngish, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Probably early 20s.
And went onto the moor, and we could see him cutting peat. But I went up to have a look where he'd done it, and I couldn't find it. But he was there for a while, wasn't he?
A couple of hours, a good couple of hours. And he was obviously, we could see him on the top of the hill, couldn't we? He was cutting slabs or whatever you want to cut, bricks of peat, and then flinging them, wasn't he?
He was.
And he'd be good at caber tossing by the look of the way he was flinging them, because he was flinging them quite a distance. So obviously, well, we presume we're just waiting. There's an impasse here. There's two passing places. We're waiting.
We're both pulled into them,
And we're both flashing each other.
so to speak.
Oh, so we presume that he must leave them up there to dry and then
Yes.
pick them up later in the year.
Well, I did go on the moor and find some that were dry, stacked up. But we didn't see anything that he'd done. Couldn't find out where it was just basically they're doing trenches. They don't cut back everything. They just do trenches.
Yeah. So like we'd like to tell you a little tale. That's a very, very recent one that happened. Chatting to the guy you heard a few minutes ago, who was telling us about where the Chessmen were found. It's from Bradford in Yorkshire. Said that he and his wife came up on holiday and he was sat in their bed and breakfast or whatever, reading his book, and a hand appeared in front of his eyes, and it was his wife saying, "There's a property for sale here." And they ended up going and having a look and buying it. That could be quite a dangerous thing, can't it? That's how we bought a Land Rover once, isn't it?
It is. No, how you bought a Land Rover once.
Yes. Our previous camper was one where I saw it on eBay and my finger slipped. And we had to go and buy it because I'd paid for it without seeing it.
I think you're repeating yourself again.
I probably am repeating myself. It's my age. Well, this new viewer might not know that. So we're just driving now. We've come to Uig.
Yeah.
So between 1954 and 2010, the RAF and latterly NATO operated a radar site at Gallen Head, and it was called RAF Uig.